Yellow.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. How's it going?
Good. So, I'm wondering about number one.
What about it?
Are you a proponent of guilty until proven innocent, or innocent until proven guilty?
In the court of public opinion, I think it doesn't really matter whether or not I believe he's guilty or innocent, but I do think he did it because this is just the court of public opinion. He should still go to trial. He should be found guilty in the court of law, and then he can have like a prison sentence. But I believe he did it in the court of public opinion.
Do you believe that Joe Biden raped Tara Reid?
Probably not. I would need more evidence than you just saying.
Tara Reid, the actress?
No, Tara Reid, the lady. Do you not know about that case?
Sure don't.
So she accused Joe Biden of rape back when he was Obama's vice president. And she was, just like they all are, kind of paid to go away. So what about, do you think Alec Baldwin should go to prison for murder?
Why are we doing these whataboutisms?
Because that's what number one is. It's a whataboutism.
Yeah, I don't think it's a whataboutism.
What's a whataboutism? What's a whataboutism?
Well, what information do you have on the case that everybody else doesn't?
His testimony.
He said that he trafficked women?
Correct.
He has described his business, which is essentially the description of his business is a form of human trafficking, yes.
What did he say to say that it was a form of human trafficking?
So we can get into that in 1 second. I do just want to actually address the Alec Baldwin thing, just because it is something in the news, and I do want to address my take on it. I don't believe Alec Baldwin should go to jail for what happened, because he is not the one whose job it was to load blanks into the gun. That's not his job as an actor. He was given the gun, he was told it was safe, and he did his job. However, I believe as the head of the production company, as the owner of the production company that allowed this to happen, he should pay whatever money the victims' families asked to pay, and he should pay it all. End of story. Point blank. Period.
Are you aware of what?
That's a good take.
Are you aware of what changed in the case to make them charge him with involuntary manslaughter?
I'm not. I didn't know the trial was even going on.
The fact that he
was just charged today with involuntary manslaughter, and they're actually letting the jury decide which type.
It was yesterday. When he had live ammo on his person that was separate from the prop person who hands out the prop guns and all that stuff. He had live ammo on his person that fit that gun. So that's why they charged him with involuntary manslaughter. So he's a murderer.
Involuntary manslaughter is not murder.
He killed someone. He killed someone. So, I mean, he's a murderer, just like Andrew Tate is a trafficker.
I'd say he's a killer. I wouldn't call him a murderer. Or he'd be charged with murder, not involuntary manslaughter.
So what's the difference between manslaughter and murder?
Well, involuntary manslaughter literally means it was accidental.
Murder requires intent.
Now, if they find intent, and he had intent, absolutely, he's a murderer. If they find intent, and there's evidence of intent, 100%, I would agree with you.
Yeah, that's why the live ammo thing is a big part of the case, because there's a whole backstory between him and the lady that he shot. Do you know that backstory?
I don't, but I'm sure when he goes to trial, I'll find out all that information.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's going to take the plea. There won't be a trial.
He should probably take the plea.
Yeah.
Is Kyle Rittenhouse a murderer?
No.
Okay.
That was manslaughter.
Is Andrew Tate a trafficker?
Wait. He wasn't convicted for manslaughter.
No, he wasn't convicted of anything.
Right. So why would you say it's manslaughter?
because we just covered that when you kill someone and it was by accident.
His wasn't by accident.
Well, he
It was
wasn't
self-defense.
shooting.
That's not accidental.
He wasn't shooting with the intent to kill. He was shooting with the intent to stop the threat.
I would say if you're using a gun, your intent is kill. But that's just
Not
me.
necessarily.
I ain't never seen
What about-
somebody use a
Where
gun
did
to
he
like.
shoot? Where did he shoot him?
Well, he shot 3 different people.
Where?
One was in the arm. One was in the torso, and the other was in the head.
Oh, yeah. I know when I try not to kill someone with a gun, I aim for the head.
Do you
Exactly.
think Tate is a trafficker?
No.
Why not?
Because why would he put his entire fortune and family name on the line to traffic women?
Well, because he
When
made
he
made his fortune by trafficking women.
Yeah, that's how he's made his money.
How did he facilitate that?
With his leftover earnings from kickboxing.
He had $50,000 and he used that to start up a cam business.
A what business?
A cam business.
Is that like an escort service or
Webcam.
Webcam.
Oh, webcam service. Okay, so was he forcibly holding women against their will?
There are allegations of that currently. There's some evidence that it most likely was happening, but that's part of what's being alleged via.
Where's this information located?
Romania,
where I can
mostly.
find information.
But you can go to my source document in my bio, and I have links to all of it.
He was using manipulation and coercion in order to exploit women.
Now, what if he's found innocent again? What if they absolve him again?
What do you mean again?
This is the first time he's going to trial.
This is the second time that this is.
No,
happened.
This is the very first time he's
been
going to trial.
This is the second time he's been arrested, but the first time he wasn't found innocent.
He wasn't found guilty the first time.
It still doesn't mean that
because he didn't go to trial.
Was found innocent.
Quick question: do you think Casey Anthony did it?
Yeah.
Okay, but she was found innocent.
Yeah. Do you think OJ did it?
I think he covered up for his son. But yeah, I think he still did it.
That's actually a really good theory, because I heard that his son is kind of an aggressive person.
Glove don't fit.
You must have quit.
Anyway, so if Casey Anthony was found innocent, but we believe she did it, why can't I believe Tate did it if he's found innocent?
You can. I just don't. I've been looking for data on like the case, and it's hard to find it.
Do you know what the lover boy method is in trafficking?
No, I'm not familiar with trafficking.
Okay, so the lover boy method is basically the most used method of trafficking. Like literally, it's the one that they try to crack down the hardest on because it's the one that's so easy to do. Basically, you convince young women or young boys to fall in love with you. You like shower them with gifts. You basically groom them so that they feel like they need you for everything. They are willing to do whatever for you because of how you've manipulated them into falling in love with you, but you don't love them. You never have loved them. The only thing you want from them is to get them to engage in commercial sex work. After that, you tend to take most of their money. So that's what he did.
I wonder why he would flaunt why he would put himself on front and center if he was running an illegal operation.
So I think I think he's a narcissist who didn't think he could get caught. But B, I think him putting himself front and center was so that there would be people that don't believe him, or that do believe him when he says he didn't do it, right? He has an army of people on the internet willing to fight and push for him that he didn't do these things. That's why he put himself front and center.
Yeah, I mean, they were marching in the street in Paris.
The hardest person to convict of a crime is the most popular person.
There's even allegations, too, that the casinos that him and his brother own are also being used as money laundering facilities.
Well,
for criminals in
our entire financial system is a money laundering scheme.
Well, it's not our system. It's Romania's system.
No, I'm saying our.
Again, I don't know why that like discounts it. Like he's admitted to being a criminal.
Yeah, he's admitted to doing tax fraud. Hey, thank you, Communist Gemini. So he's at least
He's admitted to destroying evidence when he lived in Britain.
Say webcam.
When did he admit to all that?
Sure, I got you. Give me 2 seconds.
When he was on the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Even different than that. Hold on, I got you. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Mute yourselves real quick. I'll play it so everybody can hear it. So just mute yourself real quick, guest. Thank you. There we go.
Anymore, because in the last 6 months, Chatterbait have released a Bitcoin option. So they'll pay you in Bitcoin. So if you're a girl on there working, let's say you generate $3,000-$4,000, bang, you get Bitcoin into your wallet. Done. No fucking tax, no fault audit, none of that shit. And I had a separate phone with all my girls' guys in that phone, and I kept control of it.
So that's all I'm going to play for right now. But the main thing is he wasn't declaring his income. He was taking it all as Bitcoin because now you have to declare Bitcoin if the government knows about it, but the government didn't know about it, so he didn't declare it. But here he is admitting that he was doing it. So there's all this money not accounted for that wasn't declared. He also would take the money of the people working for him. He would claim that he was going to pay them 50%, but then would take 20 extra percent and claim it was for taxes, but he never paid taxes. So he was just taking the money from them so he could have a bigger cut. He would also scam people into like doing basically like he would do like basically the Nigerian prince thing, you know, the I'm in love with you, fly me out to you, blah blah blah. He would scam men that way too. So he's 100% at least guilty of fraud, and he's admitted to all the fraud. And then now we get to the sex trafficking. He's also admitted to that, so I believe he's definitely did all of it.
So he should take a plea deal then if he admitted to trafficking already.
The issue is Romania. He's not getting a plea deal. Romania is part of, I don't remember the name of the worldwide association that they're a part of, but it's a worldwide conglomerate of countries trying to crack down on sex trafficking. Romania is one of the countries that is cracking down hard on any trafficking because trafficking is ruining the tourism in these countries. So they're cracking down on it. And he's being tried in the case. Like the prosecutor is like the number one prosecutor in Romania when it comes to sex trafficking cases. They don't want to give him a plea deal. They want to get him for as much time as he can get. And in Romania, you don't go up against a jury. All the prosecution has to do is prove it to a judge. And then the judge judges. So I think he's kind of screwed personally.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that the U.S. offered Romania a hefty aid package in return for prosecuting.
Why though?
Brothers.
Why would the U.S. government give a shit about Andrew Tate?
Because he's a distraction from. He upsets the left really bad.
How so?
Because you have him as number one.
Yeah, I think he's
you're a liberal.
I'm not a liberal. I have him as my number one topic because he's one of the most predominant things in the news currently. But he's not even. He's currently a British citizen, like mostly. Like he has dual citizenship, but he lived mostly in Britain. So like, why does America give a shit about Andrew Tate? They don't. The government doesn't give a shit what happens to Andrew Tate. The people might, but the government does not care.
The government does because. If you remember back when Michael Jordan was accused of rape, the government paid off the lady to go away because it would have damaged billions and billions of dollars in revenue.
Do you have any proof of the government paying off this woman?
Yeah, it's all
in the government.
It's all online.
That's not an answer. Do you have specific? Well, like, what's the evidence that the government paid off this woman?
If you go to my bio,
yeah, like what department in the government?
What department?
Yeah.
So you probably
Well, like
think
the
you
FBI,
probably
the
think
CIA, the Department of Homeland Security, the President's Office. Like, yeah, what department would have a vested interest
well, Homeland
in the
Security
NBA?
wasn't invented at that time, so it couldn't have been them.
Okay, well, I'm
do
glad
you-
we eliminated it.
Okay, so before we go any further, do you think Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy?
Oh my God.
I have no fucking idea who killed
I
Kennedy,
don't
dude.
care.
Okay.
Like, I don't need these whataboutisms. I want to talk about the topic.
Oh, are you the host wait, who's the host?
We're both the hosts.
I don't. Oh, you're both hosts?
Correct.
Co-host situation? Okay. It just sounded
There's
a little
quite literally nothing
I
in your profile about Jordan, so you
Titles.
lied.
Say again.
There's quite literally
yeah,
nothing in
you
your
both are
nothing in your
it's
profile.
awesome. No, I was just bullshitting you. But that's something that happened. It's something that happens a lot when, like Kavanaugh, when he was appointed, selected to be a Supreme Court justice. This lady comes out of nowhere from 30 years ago and accuses him of sexual harassment or sexual misconduct.
Isn't the first thing you did when you came in talk about how somebody came out of nowhere from 30 years ago to accuse Biden of something?
Yeah.
But you believe Biden did it?
No, I didn't say I believe Biden did it.
Do you believe Biden did it?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay. Do you believe Tate did it?
I mean, I just the guy.
I don't see
the guy
any
doesn't come off-
motivation
Wait, he
that
asked me
I
a
think
question.
are.
He asked me a
Fine.
question. Can I answer, please? I think with Andrew Tate, it comes off that he is he's a good-looking guy. He was a kickbox champion. Can I finish without the freaking peanut gallery?
No.
She's allowed to laugh.
Like, why
I
can't
know,
I laugh
but
that you say he's a good-looking guy? Like, I find that funny.
Well, I mean, some people think that, some people think that certain people are attractive and other people aren't. So
I know, but like, why are you so offended that I laugh?
Well, it's just the cutting off of when I'm trying to give a response. It's
I
the
didn't cut you
less. It's the less thing that they do, that they just cut people off when they're trying to speak. So what was the
I
question
laughed.
again? What was the Andrew Tate. So I think that he's it comes off that he wouldn't need a reason to lure women in and traffic them when he can probably get most women just based off of his financial status and his looks.
Then why did
So he
he...
buys women.
Like, if you told me that Leo DiCaprio was trafficking women, I'd be like,
No, but Leo DiCaprio dates women that are like too young for him. But why, if he
very
didn't
much.
need to traffic women, why did he specifically say my job was to get women to fall in love with me? Literally, that was my job. My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, test if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me to where she'd do anything I say, and then get her on webcam. Why would he say that if he didn't have to do it?
That's not trafficking, though, is it?
That is the lover boy method of trafficking.
I mean, if she's not doing something against her will,
he's coercing them and manipulating them. Do you believe that if you're manipulated into something that you did it of your own free will?
Yeah.
If you're manipulated into doing it?
Yeah.
How so?
I mean, if you do something, if you're manipulated into murdering someone, the people who manipulated you aren't going to go to prison.
Actually, they absolutely can. Like if
They're
I'm
not going to.
if I'm
give me one case.
Wait, if I'm held at
one
gunpoint and they say you have to pull the trigger or we're gonna kill you, and I kill the person because they were gonna kill me,
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
I don't know how much I'm gonna go to jail on that front.
You're going to jail.
I don't know how much I'm going to jail.
you're.
Yeah, there's no question. If someone has a gun to you and they tell you to pull the trigger and you pull that trigger, you're going to jail.
Do you think people can be manipulated into doing things they don't want to do?
It's a yes and no, but generally no.
What about domestic violence
If you are
victims?
being like coerced and under duress, No, it is not the same as if you just shoot someone.
But what constitutes under duress?
What about domestic violence
Being held at
victims?
gunpoint and threatened that if you don't complete this action, you will be killed
Yeah, what
or
about
physical harm will come to you. Like, come on.
what about DV victims who defend their abusers because their abusers have manipulated them into believing that like these acts of harm are actually acts of love?
It depends on what they do. What
They defend them.
if
They say no, it's okay. He doesn't mean it. He really loves me. Do you think that's okay? Do you think they're defending them because that's what they truly believe? Or are they defending them because they've been manipulated?
I think it's situation by situation.
You do.
I mean, I think that's actually, it's a good point there, because that's a situation that Breonna Taylor was in
No, it wasn't.
when she was used as a human shield
No,
against the
no, it
police.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No,
I
it
know
was not.
every fact of that case.
No, it was
my
not.
Buddy,
No,
yeah,
it was not.
My buddy worked that case.
Then why don't
Yeah.
you talk about the fact that police lied on the fucking warrant and said they witnessed things going on in the home that never actually happened?
She had a body in her trunk.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she
she
didn't.
had a body. She had a body in the
No,
rental
she
car.
didn't.
Yes, she did.
Well, this guy sounds like a conspiracy theorist.
No, my buddy worked
he
that
didn't.
case.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
He did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
No,
did.
he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
You're just making shit up now.
No, I'm not. He did.
No, he didn't.
I actually have the full case file on
No, you
my
don't.
office desk. I do.
No, you don't. Turn the camera on.
Wait, then how do you have access to that as a civilian?
I'm not. Who said I was a civilian?
So turn your camera on. You are, but turn
I
your
can
camera
turn
on.
my camera on.
Yeah, because you know you
No.
don't have it.
I do have it.
You don't.
Oh boy, you guys are children.
Why would you say you have it and then not show proof? Like, what are you trying to establish here?
That he's a liar.
I don't need to. The thing is that I don't need to prove anything to you.
Then why are
two
you
guys,
saying that?
Because I'm telling you that he's just going.
Yeah, because I don't believe you.
telling
I
you
believe
that
you're
Breonna
on
Taylor-
here lying.
Okay, I don't care what you believe.
That's fine. You're still a liar.
Um,
I don't really care if liars care about what I think.
Like-
They're liars.
Then
You're a
why
liar.
don't
You're
you
a
prove
liar.
him wrong? Then why
You're
don't you
ra-
prove him wrong? Why do
you're-
you make
you're a liar
claims
and
that
you're
when
both
pressed
racist.
on and asked to show evidence for, you're like, nah, never mind.
You guys are both racist.
All right, but at least I'm not a liar.
You are a liar and you're a racist.
I don't think I
What
am.
if I said that is racist?
Everything that's come out of your mouth.
He's just trolling
Like
at this
what?
point,
Be
Kenzie.
specific. He is. Conspiracy theorist troll.
You gonna prove it now, or do you want to keep lying?
Did you mute me?
Who's muted you? You're literally still talking.
Oh, it just said that the host muted you.
You got really worried there that we were suppressing you, didn't you?
Well, that's how you guys operate.
Is it?
Yeah. You
Am I
suppress
suppressing you from lying?
Any ideas that are against what?
Any
you wanna go
lies?
with.
Wait.
Any lies?
How would him restricting your ability to speak on his platform be a form of suppression?
It's not his platform. It's TikTok's
It
platform.
is.
It's TikTok's platform,
It's his profile.
but it's TikTok's platform. It's
Are
not
you
his
entitled
platform.
to his platform? To
I'm
his
entitled to-
profile?
Yes.
Wow. And you called me entitled. Ironic.
You have affectation in your voice. You're entitled.
You have lies in your voice, but that's okay.
That's awesome.
At least we know you're a liar.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Ryan.
But seriously, to get back to the
lies?
Yeah. Breonna Taylor.
Why would you
if you look it
continue
up-
this discussion
lying.
if you
look it
if
up,
you think
Breonna
that we have
Taylor
no,
was
like,
used as a
faith
human
in your
shield
credibility?
You're lying.
in that when
You're lying.
they came through the door,
You're lying.
she was used as a human shield by
It's
her
okay. You're
boyfriend.
lying.
No, I'm not. Everybody Google it, look it up. Breonna Taylor used as a human shield.
It's okay. You're lying. It's okay.
Incest is a slur.
Okay, it's cool. You can
And I think that
keep lying.
when it comes to body count, neither of you have to worry about body count.
It's okay. You can keep lying.
And number 4, abortion. Hmm. Are you both pro-choice?
I'm pro not lying.
Are you pro-choice though?
I'm pro not lying.
Are you pro-choice or
I'm
pro-life?
pro not lying.
So you're pro-life.
I'm
That's
pro
awesome.
not I'm pro not lying.
You're pro-life, and you guys don't have kids, do you?
I'm pro not lying.
Do you guys have children?
I have not lies.
You're obviously an adolescent because you can't have.
Four little not lies.
Do you have children?
I have not lies.
Are you going to?
I'm gonna not lie.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything to do with the conversation.
Well, I'm asking. Yeah, I'm asking about number 5. Do either of you have children?
What does us being parents have anything to do with it?
I'm just asking a question.
You're asking.
you guys
You're just
parents?
telling lies.
Yeah, you really don't have any credibility at this point. I don't know why you're here.
Yeah. Okay. So
Are you a
boot me.
2000? Are you a 2019 live action point and click adventure game? Because you're telling lies.
What?
Exactly. Have a good rest of your night, but don't really.